Good evening, everyone. Let me share my screen. Tac. Hello. Good evening, everyone. So today we will speak about JavaScript in PDF. And so we are now stream number 9, and the next stream I'll cover the Doom PDF, the famous and awesome Doom PDF. And on the topic, I suggest you look at those previous streams if you want to be ready, to understand everything. So yes, Java PDF has abilities to have JavaScript. So first thing first, it's pretty standard JavaScript, but with a lot of difference, of course, because Adobe. So it's still still why it's called JavaScript. But yeah, basically everything can be slightly different. And before we look at the triggers, we will cover. JavaScript can be stored either directly inlined if it's a small statement, or if you want to use parentheses, then you need to escape them if they are not balanced, because otherwise the parsing of the PDF objects, as you may know, the PDF objects are text literals are surrounded by parentheses. So basically, if you would have this and this would be considered at the PDF level, not as a proper the string will be terminated here, so this will not be treated as a proper PDF object. Therefore, the JavaScript syntax will be dropped. So in this case, you would need to escape the parentheses. We will see that later. Something I haven't covered in the past is that in PDF you also can have hex literals. And here you can see that it's exactly the same. So that is app.alert. And one funny thing with Hex, so here no problem of parentheses, but it's not super compact. And one funny thing with the hex literals in PDF is that you can put any white space wherever you want, as many as you want, even between nibbles of the same byte, which is a bit of a problem. Actually, fun fact is that you can even have, if that last thing, if you want to add a space, for example, you could do that and then delete the last 0. It will be filled with a 0, which would make a very, very odd PDF hex literal, but that works. Okay, that's not related to JavaScript, but in case I haven't mentioned hex literals before, they are not so useful, I think. Especially dictionaries have these double angle brackets, and hex has these angle brackets, which is another way for PDF to be confusing. And of course, the most obvious way is just to put the JavaScript in their indirect stream object. And of course, again, you could drop the length to declaration altogether. But yeah, that's the best way to store any content of JavaScript. And this time, no need to escape parentheses. Let's see. Yeah, this is my file from last time. Again, if you're not familiar with my previous streams, so this is this file being rendered. And the thing is, I left the object here, so no spoilers. And of course, if you save and reload, you will see that the content has been edited. So that has been updated. So now JavaScript in PDFs, you have a few standard triggers, and there are file level triggers. So they are in the catalog, the one that points to all the pages, and then there are page level triggers, and there are also the Adobe only XFA XML form. But yeah, first the most standard one is again in the catalog object, so in the root object, which and the one that has the pages reference or content, and then you just type OpenAction. And in our case, we will just refer an external object because that's just simpler, with arbitrary number. So we take our PDF from like before. We go to the type catalog, so the catalog object, and we add our reference to we had an OpenAction, and then we reference an object that we're gonna paste. Where is it? Where is my object? Oh, here, sorry. And here, let's copy that. Let's add it to the file. Again, no need to order stuff properly. And in case I'm not sure about the tabs, but it should work. And yes, it does work. Hello world. So now we have JavaScript in our PDF. And as you can imagine, it's just about adding a single name action with a dictionary and a reference to JavaScript. You could do that with anything on any document, maliciously or not. It's very easy to insert a new such a new JavaScript action to a PDF document, even without having to do it by hand. With any libraries, there are plenty of libraries that are able to do that. It's a very standard thing. So now we did an open action, which as obviously will trigger whenever the file is open. We can try it under Adobe. I saved, and let's see. And yes, warning JavaScript window. And as you can imagine, when I will close, it will give me a warning because this file is far from invalid. But still, my JavaScript executed, and if it was malicious, then I would have some problem. So the very standard way to trigger JavaScript is on OpenAction. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, but I'm pretty sure that the type here can be something not necessarily JavaScript, and probably it works if it's empty. Oh, it doesn't work if it's empty. Oh, interesting. Let's see with Adobe. Yes. Oh, okay. Plugin required by this action. Oh, funny, because I'm pretty sure that in some case it does work. Interesting. So that's maybe not on OpenAction, but on other things. Interesting. I will show a PDF later where I think the script name, the script type is empty, not empty, but empty name, and it works. So interesting. So now if we modify from 1 byte, oh, it doesn't work. Okay, my God, such a very strict parsing. I'm surprised, but again, we will see other examples. Okay. Sometimes you have a bad expectation, and suddenly it's better. Another more advanced open action was the initial way to trigger JavaScript exploits in the past. But another way that was a bit more sneaky was additional action, so AA. And in this case, you would have something like, you cannot have on opening because that's what open action is for, but you can have on saving, on printing, or on closing. So basically, we can just add the same stuff here. And instead of the open action, I will put the additional action, which is on the Windows closing. And it doesn't stand for Windows closing, but it stands for will close, which is a bit awkward. But yeah, I mean, again, the PDF specifications are quite old. So old-fashioned. So now let's see. And if I close it, it gives me the, oh shit, no spoilers here. It gave me the warning on closing, which is again a bit more sneaky. Let's try with Adobe. I close, and suddenly hello world. I'm not sure that is so useful, but yeah, I mean, you can put JavaScript events in a PDF when you close something. Now, one that is a bit awkward to understand is that in PDF you have this concept of names, where you can map an object to a name, and not so that it's referenced not by its number but by its name. And for some reason, I mean, what we would expect is that, okay, yeah, you declared a script called script name. It could be something else, embedded whatever, or totally fine, totally clean. And this will map to this name, a script of the type JavaScript, and here referencing the stuff. But just putting this inside the catalog object will actually get the script executed, which is counterintuitive, I would say, because you would expect it's declared, but it doesn't mean, it's not that I called it anywhere. And you see, still works. So in here, by name, by name, you see. So do we have any questions so far? No questions so far. Okay. So as you can see, just having these scripts by Bitcoin miner in PDF would be possible. Very likely, but it would be. I mean, I will, as we will see. So the question is like, would it Bitcoin miner in PDF would be possible? Yes, but only the Chrome PDF viewer JavaScript engine is very able. We will see that in a few examples later. So yeah, it's totally technical. I mean, I would assume it's possible, like anything that runs in JavaScript, and would be possible. Yes, I think. But it will be slow, and maybe it will be very, very, very easy to detect because, I mean, your PDF viewer will keep running, keep using a lot of CPUs, even if nothing is supposed to happen. So that's what we have for names. And do I have my second example? Not here. Didn't I have another example? Let me find it. Oh, yes. This is another example where you can even split. This is the same, but here I split a piece of code. So this is initializing the variable and then running using this variable, and the two scripts will run in a row in the JavaScript context, and this will get what you expect. So both scripts will be run one after the other, which is a bit, and they will be run in the order, in the declaration order of the file, not in the names of the script. Okay. So that's all we. So yes, for now. And now, yes, we can remove the by name, the name declaration. 1, 2, 3. This should be good. And now we can also do the other kind of when we open a specific page. There is something. It would look the same, except that if it would only open when a page later is visible. So here, my page is page 3. And now if I declare here after contents and then by name, okay, as you can see, it works. And now the thing I could do is instead add a lot of pages. No, let's see. I want to create more pages. So I will create more pages. Then 0 obj. And this page will not have any content and will not have any actions. Okay. So page 10 is empty. Does it have fonts? Let's remove the fonts. So page 10 is an empty page with no content. Okay. And now let's add a lot more pages before. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we have 10 pages. And only page 3 has the trigger. And if I scroll, then it's, as you see, the JavaScript was only triggered when the additional action of opening that page was triggered. So you see that and it's every time, by the way. But yeah, we can see that this is a per page. Like if you want to only booby trap, as a malware analyst, sometimes I've seen very standard, very clean PDFs that were booby trapped by. Yes, Suni said that you can we delay the JS execution after content is loaded? Yes, you definitely can. This is exactly why I mentioned in the first place, set timeout. You can trigger that later to take place later. So let's see. So let's remove these pages. That's only one page. Let's remove page 10. And now my JavaScript, instead, if I'm lucky, set timeout. I don't remember the syntax. I mean, the order of the arguments. Why do I have a quote? And now let's see, app set timeout, time alert name. I'm not sure that will work, or if I have to check the doc by name. Okay, that's a bit too long. That's maybe, what if I put a bit timeout? Okay, so more time. This is weird. Maybe it's invalid. Why is it invalid? I will check. Do I check the specifications? Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm not sure. App alert timeout. String is a string. Set timeout. Oh, no, timeout. Yes, set timeout, and yes, the out. Yeah, it works. But why doesn't it delay longer? It's weird. Timeout function not working. Okay, I'm not sure. Is it because here the number is huge, right? Why isn't it taking longer? Or maybe Adobe, maybe Chrome forgets the timeout. Oh, maybe Chrome forgets the timeout. And let's see with Adobe. Okay. So I'm not sure if the timeout, if I'm doing something wrong, but there is a timeout function, as you can see. Yeah, I'm not sure why it's taking so long. I mean, it's not taking taking a delay, but yeah, it is. I mean, we will see that there are plenty of things possible with JavaScript. So yes, so literals, triggers, names in a specific page. Now I will show another kind of, is very specific to Adobe, that doesn't work in other formats. If you have, let's see, if you have something that is called an XFA stands for XML form architecture, and then you have an object, a stream object, that is some kind of specific XML, Adobe XML, and then you could have, if it's interactive, then you could have some script that is executed, and then this is this is referenced by the catalog object once again, but this time with the Adobe only acro form. So this works, but it's not I don't think it works under Chrome or any other browser. So now you see this is the equivalent. That's my file, and it's executing JavaScript via XFA, so acro forms, which is XML and whatever. It's another layer of complexity, but I mean, at this stage you could expect it. It's just that there will be most likely other kinds of triggers, but now I covered the most standard ones. So now, if we want to have fun, hey, NetSpooky, MS, I'm pretty sure, is it MS or S? Millisecond? Yeah, yeah, same here. I'm expecting it's millisecond, but yet I typed a long number. So, yay! I typed a huge number of timeout earlier, and I was expecting at least a second or 10 of delay, but not appearing instantly again, as if I entered no numbers. But again, software forgetting about time delays is a very common thing. For example, in GIF animations, where if you put a big delay, it will be maybe considered a bug and ignore entirely. So especially by web browsers. So now let's see a few. So the many viewers have PDF viewers have JavaScript abilities, but definitely the Chromium one has more possibilities. and then people started to do. So I'm not sure what's the order, but there was this very nice breakout that is pretty nice, because why did it start already? Come on. You moved the mouse mode there, and now, and it works with the mouse, which is very elegant. So this is actually very. I don't know why it's so slow, but it's pretty nice. I mean, and as you would imagine, it's a normal PDF, so you can scroll to for the write-up of the PDF lay further in the file. And yeah, so so before any kind of hack, we can immediately start, let's say, click somewhere, and we can see that there are text forms. There is no way. I mean, there is no way to easily animate pixels or something. There would be, but basically, many of the tricks are done via text forms, and we will see later. But how is now we have a hint. You can see maybe the thin vertical line. It's detecting the position of the mouse by using some very thin vertical elements, and when it's using the mouse over event to determine my mouse position. So pretty interesting. I'm not sure why it's so slow. And there is also Tetris, and this one is a bit different. And this one, you have to, it's buttons this time. Oh yeah, so this time it's button. You see that everything looks clickable. Oh, you type here for keyboard control. I didn't know that. Sorry. That's even better. Oh, cool. How do you rotate? Oh, up. So important to have a PDF viewer to play Tetris. Yeah. Okay. Hey, I didn't close two lines. Anyway, so that's Breakout, and that's Tetris. Oh yeah, the websites, the URLs of the websites are here. Very nice stuff. And oh yeah, the in Breakout. So it's funny because again, you will only get this result on a Chromium, and if you open them in Adobe Reader, then not only it will not work, but you will see highlighting of all the elements. So you see, you see that the big upper area is actually one big text form, so that the you can refresh the screen without having the bugs, the visual bugs that you have in Tetris. And now, okay. And with Tetris, okay, we don't even get anything. Oh, maybe it's corrupted. It doesn't even run. Yeah, because maybe it will consider that this is buggy. Indeed. Yeah, I forgot about that. So, any questions at this stage? No. Okay. Try it out. What? Try it out. What do you mean, NetSpooky? Try out to play under Adobe? It won't work. I definitely. Oh, does it work in Firefox? Oh, I don't think so, because I expect it's a PDF JS engine. Yeah. My Firefox open and close. I'm not sure what happened. My Firefox open and close. Oh yes, here is it. Okay. Let's see. I'm dropping Breakout into Firefox. We can see all the elements. Yeah, you can see that it's grabbing some stuff, but there is maybe some major problem with the refresh. And maybe Tetris will be more lucky because it doesn't use this big refresh trick. Oh yeah. Oh, it doesn't even have the refresh bug, so it works under Firefox. Okay, now we can do some stuff. To be honest, I don't know why they don't use just a block of character and change the color and just pure text, but maybe I'm wrong. And I assume if they couldn't do it, it's because you probably cannot have colors for individual elements inside the the same form. Yeah, pdf.js, there we go. Yeah, so the Tetris worked, but the breakout definitely didn't work. And now let's see. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you another weird PDF, because why not? And just to remind you that we haven't covered all the craziness of a PDF. And now I'm not sure which file it would work. Is it under Adobe? It's not. Well, it's under Adobe. Oh, it is under Adobe. So this file, as you could see, I could open the file and it triggered the JavaScript. And now what does the file look like? Be careful, because it's kind of breaking all the rules of a PDF. So it has the truncated signature. It has no object proper declaration. But for some reason I left one, so I guess it's required. Everything is in line, which is not good. There is a pages object that is empty, an empty dictionary. So basically there is a declaration of pages but nothing. There is no, of course, no xref, but no reference to any object. I'm not sure why actually I left the first object. Let's try, just for the sake of it. Then maybe it will trigger an error. Oh no, it works too. Oh my god, you don't need an object to do JavaScript, but that's just very specific to Adobe. So trailer with everything in line. No, why do we need pages? Because they are empty. Let's try without the pages. Oh my god, there is an error opening this document. Oh, this was an incorrect document. Okay, so we need a declaration of pages, and then that's additional action on Windows close. And that's, oh, here you see the JavaScript script, the script name type is empty. It should be JavaScript. But of course, now it works, because we had an error earlier in another case for the OpenAction, but for this one, it's okay. So whatever, can we do something like this? Or Java, will that work? Yeah, that works. So let's save a few bytes, and now we have a script of an empty name. So basically this file being cleaned up is a thing like that, looks like this. But you can see, yeah, I remove a lot of stuff and still it works. So remember that PDF parsers are way too tolerant. Well, yeah, I did a few. This one-liner is actually extremely old. It's like from 2012 or something on my repository. Let's see. PoCs, not peaks, but PoCs, and PDFs. And that was the name of this file was JavaScript 8. Yeah. There you go. That's this one. Oh my God, it cannot run. So surprise. So that file is from 10 years ago. Oh my God. I mean, it's probably older. Some files in there are like very, they have very old copyright. The form event that you saw earlier, I think the copyright was to 2011 or something. Where is it? Form event. Oh, I deleted it for the stream, but I think the copyright was 2011. So yeah, I have a few other one-liners, and I'm surprised they still work, because when I said JavaScript 8, it means it worked under Adobe 8 or something, Adobe Reader 8, and not the latest, I mean, whatever version I have now. So yeah, just have a look at the breakout PDF. So let's see, breakout PDF, here it is. So xref 755 objects. That's a lot. Only 4 pages, and you see on opening for that page, only that page, JavaScript, and then there are a lot of a big chunk of JavaScript code. Sadly, the author didn't use a separate object, so he has to escape, or she has to escape all the parentheses for security. I mean, for security, because otherwise it will trigger a bug. Okay, so this is code in JavaScript for the natively, I would say. Then annotations, which will be, as you can see, let's see, these are the bricks. Okay, these are the elements of the bricks, and then you will have, I expect you will have, yeah, exactly, all the action, and this is where is it? No, why? Oh no, this is just to trigger the pause, and then you would have all the elements that are about the mouse detection. So just repeating the same logic over and over for each element. So you see that the coordinates are slightly changing every time. And now I'm looking for the mouse events. Oh, this is here. Rect subtype EGS mouses global. No, not the global mouse. Isn't there another? Oh, that's okay. So as you can see, per each X, there is a tiny element. For each X coordinate, there is a tiny widget with, yeah, basically it's on a script to say, hey, the coordinate has changed. So the mouse hack is nice to play, but is taking quite a lot of information in the file, in the space in the PDF. So again, the same element over and over, 1000 lines for each coordinate. Mouse X 76. Wow. FO, yeah, is focus on. So when you move to the focus over the text element, and yeah, maybe I should scroll. Yeah, it's really the same stuff. We can see the coordinates slowly increasing. Oh, I decompressed it. Yeah, logic in each pixel. Yes, it's a pretty crazy trick. It works well, and this shows how well the JavaScript engine is working, because it's like really an element for each coordinate. Oh yeah, this sadly, it's the PDF is also rendered. As you could remember, the bottom of the file is a normal PDF, most likely generated. So basically, this is exactly why suddenly you have fonts and a lot of extra complexity. It's not just a proof of concept. I mean, the first page is more like hand scripted, but the rest is more like, so let's go to the breakout. You have a generation script, which thankfully will have to will generate everything in a loop, rather than everything manually. And the rest of the PDF is generated. So which is why we see all suddenly this font garbage, and not garbage, but it could be removed from the file, just because PS Adobe font, just because we could use a system font for the rendering. But again, the rest of the page was most likely directly generated from the web page. The rest of the remaining PDF pages were print out of the web page. So that's why the font is embedded, and that's why the PDF is a bit bloated in a way. And what else? Now let's look at the Tetris file. Tetris file. Lots of fields. This is using acroforms. Oh yes, this is actually fields, and this is not buttons. A notes page. Is it written by hand? Yes. And this time, how many objects we have? Oh, this is odd. Stream, an empty stream for a script that is empty. Okay. Zoom to fit in. Yeah, okay. Then there is a big JavaScript code for the logic. Okay, that's object 42. Some people like their naming. I don't. I don't think it's random. Yeah, I mean, now you get an idea. Oh, this looks like a mistake from the font. Looks like a generation template. This is not a PDF syntax, so maybe something was missed in the script, generation script, but still it works. Yeah, it's a different kind, but it works the same. I'm not sure if there is something else to look at for the Tetris, except that it works. Very good end of file comment. What was the end of file comment? This thing. So yeah, I'm not sure there is much to say. I mean, a big chunk of JavaScript. Of course, the same. Yeah, these are buttons, and they are most likely, hopefully, generated all by automatically. You know. Again, he provides the script too, which is cool. PDF trees. Oh, GenGrid. Yes. Oh yeah. See, this is the template. This is not a standard PDF. This is not a standard PDF syntax. So this is why I assumed he would replace stuff. So maybe there was a tiny bug in his code that didn't replace those CR, whatever. But yeah, not very important. Okay, so now what do we know? We saw that, yes, JavaScript exists. We tested a few funky PDFs with JavaScript, and the Adobe is definitely not able to run them, and Chrome is able to. It's mostly text file tricks. Firefox is able to run the Tetris, but it's based on buttons and not so much on texts. Yeah, there are a few events that can be triggers that can be put in different places of the file under various forms, and even the Adobe only XFA. And if you don't have, I think that's all I have for us today. And yeah, thanks for your attention. And let me know if you have any questions, comments. As you may know, I'm working on a book on PDF hacking, hands-on hacking. So, and if you have suggestions and questions for future streams, then please let me know in whatever way you want. And yeah, I did even make it in the book if it's I no promise yet, but this is. I will definitely make streams even on interesting topics. For example, one topic I will do is that in France, there is this administration website where you can submit your resume. And this is using XML. And some people ask, can you actually fill the resume without using the bad interface? And I will definitely do a stream on that. So if you have any suggestions or similar things, but no, I will not implement Bitcoin miner myself. I'm pretty sure it's possible. And next stream anyway, we will cover the Doom PDF, which is pretty awesome, even though now we covered most elements. And again, make sure to check my previous streams if you want to be ready for the Doom PDF stream. So thanks a lot for your attention. And yeah, see you next stream, hopefully. And yeah, and let me know if you have any questions or suggestions for future streams. So thanks a lot. And yeah, see you next stream.